Getting, especially early in games, he shot only 10 of 29 against.
I need him the rest of the night.
That foul was on Crozier. Laker ball from the side. Kobe looking to operate. And they'll call him for steps.
When you have a leg injury, the first thing that goes is your balance. Now watch this. As he stumbles, he just can't get his feet underneath himself.
Kobe Bryant pulls up and misses the jumper. Ball loose, claimed by Reggie. Stutter steps, takes it to the hoop. Misses on the drive, and A.C. Green has the rebound.
You know that Kobe is first team all defense. You see he's giving ground there. Gets his hands up. Now he has one foul. He wants to stay away from the other one. And Harper comes over to help contest the shot. So that's good defense by Kobe Bryant.
Cross court to Crozier. Miller with the fake. Two-pointer. Can't hit it. Has hit 20 of 20 on his free throws in this series. And why not? 91% for the season. You can log on to MSNBCSports.com and click on Showtime Online for in-depth coverage of the NBA Finals. BC Sports. And an official commercial from the National Broadcasting Company.
Look at the foul on Shaquille O'Neal. As Kobe goes to the basket, we're going to see here, right down here, in this position, this is Shaquille O'Neal. Reggie Miller's in front of him. Now, Reggie weighs about 185. Shaq gives him a little bump, and Shaq talks to referee Steve Gadd. He wants to know what he did. Also know that Shaq can bump you a little bit and shove you completely across the floor, and I think Reggie was able to do a good job selling there, and he gets both points, so to give the punch right that time to Reggie Miller.
Quickly out to Fox, now he's got it back. The jumper over Perkins, hits the back iron, and into the hands of Crozier. Jackson from Miller, now Crozier, into the lane, surrounded, finds Reggie, baseline. That's what he does to try and draw a whistle, and that time it works.
When you're a 92% free throw shooter, you want to get to that line as much as you possibly can. And remember, he shoots the 2 free throws when he gets the foul on Shaq. Here he does a nice job up faking. Reggie loves to kick those legs out. He gets sandwiched between Harper and Rick Fox, and he'll shoot 2 more free throws. So I felt like going into this series, Bob, one of the things the Pacers were going to have to do, if they were going to win the series, was to win that free throw line big, because they're the best free throw shooting team in the league. Well, in Game 3 in their victory, they were plus 13.
Jalen Rose out, Derek McKee in. Brian Shaw is also in for the first time, replacing Ron Harper. Kobe against Miller. Here's Horry for 3. And Miller claims the rebound. Against Shaw, just pounding the dribble. Finally, he loses it, but overshoots the jumper into the arms of Crozier, who's going to come to the free throw line.
Austin Crozier is making some great hustle plays. This is a possession play. Reggie takes a bad shot here, and Austin Crozier just wants it just a little bit more. Now, important with this, he gets his offensive rebound. Being in the penalty, you go to the free throw line.
You're watching the NBA Finals on NBC. Chased by Fox. McKee with the screen, and Reggie lost it.
Now they run that little sideline screen, and you see Robert Horry jumped out there. Reggie Miller was not expecting that, and he forced the turnover for your team.
Here's Bryant in the lane.
It's an offensive foul.
He had to push off in order to get the shot off against Reggie. And that's Kobe's second.
Reggie did a nice job here. Kobe's going to flash right into the paint, and he gets it deep. And Reggie just goes up the last minute, he pushes off. That's a good foul by Ronnie Nunn there, as Kobe Bryant got the advantage with his off arm. Stop him, be able to get all the way to the basket, where he can pull up and make the shot, where he can make the pass. So this is something they work on in practice. Close to the basket and just sort of squirting the ball over the defender. Reggie Miller is so good at this. Bobby is so good at cutting through the lane and drawing fouls. Robert Horry steps out and bumps him. Now watch Reggie Miller. He's going to cut through, and the minute he sees Horry, watch him, he's going to run right into him, and he's going to get the foul. You know why he did that? Because he knew they were over the limit on the next one. He gets to shoot 2 free throws. That's just being a smart player.
Miller hasn't scored since 3 minutes remained in the first quarter. He's missed his last 4 shots from the floor. He's 2 for 7 overall, but he still hasn't missed a free throw in the series.
You know, Shaq had started out 2 for 7. We had talked about how he'd struggled inside. Since he got his 3rd foul, he's actually shot the ball better. Hit his last 3 shots as Reggie missed a free throw. You hear the groans here in the crowd. People aren't used to seeing that.
He had made 25 in a row against the Lakers until he missed that one. Rice, they got a 3-on-1 break, and Reggie Miller was fouled on his way to the basket.
Now that's a smart point guard, and I'll tell you why. You've got Derek McKee running on one side, and you've got Reggie Miller running on the other. You always want to set up your score. So you fake the ball away from McKee, and see the nice steal here. Now, Best is going to be in the middle of the floor. You want to get your scorer involved here, so you fake it, you try to go to Reggie, and he gets the foul, and he'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. But you always want to think out there as a point guard, get the ball in the hands of your scorers.
He's already missed 1 free throw in this game, speaking of Miller. That's a full game's quota of misses for him. And he makes them both this time.
Very much, Bob. Reggie, you were able to get some reps, as was Jalen. Will that be beneficial so you won't be out of gas at the end of the 4th quarter tonight?
Well, we hope so. I think only time will tell. You know, we got out to a big lead, but, you know, LA fought their way back in. You know, hopefully the rest in the 2nd quarter will help us down the floor.
How do you take advantage of both Shaq and Kobe in foul trouble with 3?
Well, they're both smart players. They know how to stay out of foul trouble, and even though they have 3, you know, we know they're 2 go-to players, so they'll be smart about it.
What will you say to Rick Smith? He has 3. He's been very effective. What will you say to him to keep him in the game here in the 2nd half?
Well, really, you know, Rick has to talk to himself. He has to stay on the floor, and we got to beat him. If he got to go on like that, he can put a lot of pressure on Shaq for us.
Reggie, thank you. Good luck in the 2nd half. All right, back to you, Bob.
Okay, Jim, thanks. The Lakers never led at any time, but LA draws to within 3. Kobe Bryant, as he fires his jumper, and he's off with it.
Well, he has no free throw attempts, no rebounds, which tells you he's sort of staying out of congestion. There is the foul. That's going to be 4 on Kobe Bryant. And substitute, will he bring in Rick Fox or Shaw, or is he going to let Kobe Bryant play through this?
In the lead, takes that one. Reggie to the baseline. Back up top to Mark Jackson. Reggie for 3 over Kobe. He's gone cold since the 1st quarter. Neal out of the double to a wide open AC Green, but a whistle before the shot. Back to Reggie Miller. He's missed his last 6 shots from the floor.
Technical foul number 4, Harper.
A technical foul has been called on Ron Harper. Smith stays on the floor with the 4 fouls. Harper left alone for 3. It pops out. Shaq pops in to grab it. His jumper is beside the glass. Kobe takes it. He's surrounded and fouled.
One of the things now the Pacers must do, if you're going to collapse in there on Shaq, all 5 guys must go back and rebound. Jalen Rose has got a rebound. Reggie Miller's got a rebound. Now, Jalen Rose the first half had 1 rebound, Reggie Miller 3. And now the Lakers lead by 3. It's vital here that the Pacers come down and get something positive.
Even though it's only 3, it's the Lakers' biggest lead of the night. Miller against Shaw. Almost lost it, got it back, and cuts it to 1.
He's so good at driving, beating the contact, and spinning that he has to beat. And all this occurred after he picked up his 4th personal foul. Phil Jackson gambled, left him on the field. You see Reggie Miller's totals here for the game. Only 1 of 4 in that 3rd period. 3 for 11 for the game. He had 22 shots now in Game 3 with 33 points. But you can see they forced him out. He's fading out, shooting the little jump shot. Look how far out on the floor that Harper pushes him. Forced him to work so hard. He's a 5 feet behind the 3-point line, and he works so hard just to try to crank up a shot. Then he comes across the middle, fumbles it in there. It's Shaquille O'Neal. And interestingly enough now, as we go into this, Bob, in this entire series, 0 for 7. Reggie does not have a field goal in the entire series in the 4th quarter. That's Miller time. 3-point lead for the Lakers, the biggest 4th quarter right now in the Indiana Pacers season. Are they going to even the series, or are the Lakers going to go up 3-1? Point line, he's going to pop out. He's going to get a switch. And Shaq is going to be playing him right here. There's where you attack him. You can't let Shaq come out and play you there.
In the 4th quarter, the Pacers don't have any yet. shake Shaw. And does.
There's his first field goal of the series in the fourth quarter. Will this be the smile you see on Larry Bird's face was this right here. Reggie Miller. Terrific defense by Brian Shaw. Just better offense by Reggie Miller. His first field goal of the fourth period. And he's got the Pacers to within one.
Let me correct myself. When we come back, Indiana will have the ball.
Indianapolis, I'm Jim Gray. Lakers lead by one. Spoke to Larry Bird before the game. He was talking about Reggie Miller's problems in the fourth quarter in this series. He said, I look for Reggie to elevate his game in the fourth quarter today. He's going to go after the ball. We've talked about it. I thought he was fatigued in the last couple of games, and that was my fault. I should have had him out earlier and longer.
And he's made all but one.
Ryan on Miller.
And Rice is in the game now, so he's going to get his opportunity here defensively against Rose.
Shaq comes over to help. Here's Perkins for three. Best got it to Miller. And Reggie throws the three-pointer that gives the Pacers the lead by two.
And the Pacers are spreading the floor and using the three-point shot to miss. But look at Travis Best. He gets inside. Kobe Bryant, he kicks it out. Now Reggie Miller, 3 of 15 going into tonight's game for three. He's now 3 of 5.
On it. 5 seconds to shoot. Reggie with the shake move and a drive. The reverse.
See, Shaq is down on Perkins. That's why Bird has kept him out there. The lane is wide open, or he couldn't get there soon enough.
Reggie. Three ball from the corner.
Is there anybody in the league that uses screens better and has a quicker release than Reggie Miller? In the fourth quarter, you go to your stars. Reggie Miller says, Shaq is above the free throw line. They don't have anybody back there that can bother me. I'm going to get in there. I'm going to lay the ball in the basket. I'm going to do you one better. I'm not only going to get a 2, I'm going to get a 3, and we're going to lead by 1.
Shaq has 30. Reggie has 26. They've each scored 10 in the fourth. There have already been 7 lead changes in this fourth quarter. Pacers by 1 with 3:45 left. And finally, in the finals, Reggie does in the final period what he had done repeatedly throughout the playoffs earlier on.
Well, more importantly, all those are wins, and they need Reggie Miller to do this. He can electrify his team in the shooting. You got the power of Shaquille O'Neal. You've seen what he's done. He can make layups. You still have to make him make free throws, Bob.
8th lead change of the quarter. Shaq with 32 points and 19 rebounds. Miller backs up for 3.
Are you kidding me?
He has said repeatedly, if you want to be a...
Watch Reggie Miller right here, moving without the basketball. He's going to get a little back screen, and then he stops on a dime, comes off the screen. Perkins just moves just enough to free up Reggie. Back-to-back. Bill Jackson said...
My view was screened for a second. They were actually trying to post Rice down low, and then he covered against Portland. The greater the pressure on the Lakers.
That little screen roll, Shaquille switch. I don't think the Pacers expected him to switch, and when it did, Best got trapped with the ball and ended up taking the...
Rose spinning, looking for Smiths. Winds up in Miller's hands, backs up for 3. Can you believe that?
The awareness of the shot clock. He looked up right on his eyes went to the target. What a game. Reggie Miller now. Watch his eyes. That ball is going to go loose. He looks up at the shot clock, gets behind that three-point line and buries it. But Indiana's going to have that matchup we talked about. Look at Reggie Miller squaring him up. These two guys played one-on-one all summer in L.A. Kobe takes it between his legs. He pulls it back, hits the jumper, and then sort of gives it, take your time. Everything's cool. I'm not going to let us lose this game.
The Pacers are the best three-point shooting team in the NBA. They've made a sizzling 10 of 18 tonight, with Reggie unconscious at 6 of 8.
Now, the Lakers always have the option of being able to foul and not let them get the 3 off. So we'll have to see what they choose to do here. Would you like time without Shaquille O'Neal? So this could change the way they want to play ball. What a mental mistake here by the Lakers. Now, if he makes his free throw, a 2 ties it, a 3 beats you.
That's almost automatic. Rose will throw it in. Mark Jackson, 4 seconds. Reggie off the screen for 3. The Lakers have a 3-1 lead. That could have won it. It was for the win rather than the tie.
Reggie Miller had it squared up, and he just missed it. But what a tremendous game, and more importantly, an unbelievable overtime and fourth quarter by Kobe Bryant. Here is the shot. Robert Horry gets a hand up. Bob, from our angle, looked like it might be right on. It looked like it was about 6 inches short from being right in the center of the basket. The Lakers prevail. And you can see Reggie does come off a double screen. It was a little bit different than the play they ran. Reggie actually came circling to his strong end. This time he's going away from the basket, but he does catch and get a shot off, and I'm sure that Phil Jackson was holding his breath while that ball was in the air. Here he comes off the screen, coming back off another double screen coming to the other side. And here comes Horry jumping out just enough to distract Reggie and force him to miss the shot.
To win the next 3 games in a row. This was a game out of a 1980s time machine. 120 to 118. Finals continue with Game 5 on Friday, 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific, from here in Indianapolis. Tonight on NBC, after your late local news, it's The Tonight Show with Jay Leno. Oscar De La Hoya is among the guests. And for those of you who'd like to continue.
We all knew that this was going to be Larry's last go-round as a Pacer coach. We got 5 or 6 free agents on the team. A couple guys are going to retire. You know, it's been fun finally getting to this stage. We have a great veteran core of guys that has fought so long to actually get to this point. But we want to extend it. And, you know, we're going to go down firing. We're not going to lay down. It's never been this team's identity.